record. And I have like 8 gigs right now on my C drive. So
what are we looking at gig wise per episode?
I don't
What
know.
does that usually
I think
run?
like 4. So
Damn.
we should be good. We should be good.
That's a lot.
It is.
Yeah.
This is why I keep running out of fucking hard drive space. Anyway, we're just gonna jump right into it because I still got the free version of Zumo. I'm JussJess.
Yeah.
We got Raven Blackfall over here with the cat, and then with the cap we got DJ Rave. Are those new? Oh, and you're watching. It's not a phase, but I figured that if you're here, you probably know that already. Are those like new, or is that like already something that you guys have had for a while?
We made these about 6 years ago.
Oh my gosh.
Well, fuck.
Like, why are we plugging your merch more, man? Or is it not for sale? It's like limited release.
It was a limited release. We did one run of hats and hoodies. The back of the hoodie said, we are the weirdos, mister. And I just did one run of them 6 years ago, and that's it.
Did you get like a really bad haircut or something, and you're just like, I'm going to make this look really natural and pretend that's not what happened?
No, I just haven't had my hair touched up in a little bit, so I'm really rocking the gray right now. So it's like, fuck it, I'm going to throw a hat on because my hair appointment is Saturday.
I look like Slim Shady right now because I
you look like you were out on the lake or something.
I
went
more blonder. Up. No, I'm always a pink little piggy, but since I fucking made my hair lighter,
I think what? That's what it is. It's the hair contrast.
My mom hasn't even noticed. It's been like 2 weeks, and she hasn't even said a
so
goddamn
white.
thing.
You're like the East Side version of the chick from Game of Thrones, basically.
Yeah. I'm doing more with it. You're
doing like the Daenerys Targaryen of the East Side of.
I never watched it. I'm familiar with her, but I couldn't think of her name off the top of my head, and I didn't want to.
Emilia Clarke is the actress's
fucking stupid
name.
Damn, you even know like the actress and shit.
Yeah. She was pretty
Daenerys. That's right. I couldn't remember. There's people like out there naming their kids that. I'm like, isn't she not a good person in the show?
Well,
it's like how there's like 5 fucking Anakins in my kid's school. I'm like, that's not gonna, and they're all always
really?
like assholes.
Anakin?
Yes, Anakin's like a solid. Millennials are out here naming their kids Anakin.
Oh man!
And then Gen Z's like, isn't it from that?
Did they not see episode 3?
Thank you. You could have picked any other fucking name. We could have had 5 fucking Obi-Wan Kenobis and it would have been like better somehow.
Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Gen X is sitting here. All of us Gen X's are just rolling our fucking eyes at you.
Yeah, all 45 Jennifers that you guys have, and fucking all the chicks named Becky. And you guys were probably the last generation that would name your kids Karen. Yeah, Rondas.
Rondas are definitely a thing.
Million fucking Rondas. I played Friday the. I played.
Hey, you know what?
Oh, go ahead.
I'm quite fond of a Gen X Rhonda. Thank you very much.
I bet you probably know like 7.
Which one? That's the question.
Whenever I'm streaming on TikTok, like I will always have. I think the algorithm does this on purpose, and stop me if I've told you this already, but I will have people named Jess and Jessica constantly drop into my fucking chat. Like it's almost hilarious
your
at this
clone
point.
army.
And every time they drop in, I'm like, "Welcome, Jess." I'm like, "Are you a standard issue Jess, or are you like an artisan Jess?" And they're like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "Were you born between 1983 and 1987? Or did you come after? Like, did they have to assemble you specially after the fucking Jess factory closed in the late 80s? Because growing up, there was like 7 fucking Jessicas in every class I was in, and now we don't exist anymore. Ain't nobody being like, "Oh, baby Jessica." No, we don't do that now. Thank God.
I don't encounter my name in many younger people, but like the DJ John Noble and we went to elementary school together, and there was a point in time where there was like me, him, and like 4 other Johns that hung out together, and it like became a joke. And now, like, I don't know a single John under the age of 35.
I think if there are like all the Johns that are like Gen Z and below are probably like John Alay or some shit, or John Axton.
John Axton
instead of like Braxton or Jackson or Faxton or like Jonakin instead of Anakin. Like
Jonakin.
Jonakins. There's probably 7 Jonakins in her school. Anyway, how you guys been? It's been
not bad.
We've been.
Not bad.
Been a couple
Marci had a
weeks.
Marci had a birthday.
Yeah.
Yes, she
So
did.
that's
Happy
legit.
birthday.
How hammered was she when you came home that day?
Oh my God.
You knew I was
Like
gonna ask.
when I looked on social media and saw what she had lined up for booze, I was like, holy shit, she's got cask strength scotch sitting there day drinking away.
Yeah, like fuck. Fuck, fuck, fuck.
I almost had to carry her to the car to take her out to dinner.
Oh my God. You had
Should
one
have
of
just got
those where she was
takeout.
just so wasted during the meal.
You could have just got takeout at that point. She
She was
wouldn't
just
know.
all grins and smiles and giggles. I was like, oh Jesus.
You could have convinced her that
Oh,
your
you.
kitchen was the restaurant and saved some money.
There was a scene, and that reminds me of the scene in American Psycho where he takes this girl out to Patrick Bateman takes this girl out to dinner, and she's so fucked up she like passes out at the table.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been that lady before, just not with a dude that rich.
I just don't know why I would even bother going out. Like,
Yeah.
like,
Free meal.
nope.
Free meal
I
at
mean,
that
I
point.
don't. If I can't make it to the door, I'm not gonna try to drag my ass to the fancy ass restaurant. Like, come on. They
No,
wouldn't even
I
let me in
will.
the front door. Let's be fair.
That's an adventure. That's when you just act real natural, real casual
Yeah,
about
just
it,
go with the flow,
super
you know.
casual.
But when you're so up here, you're not up here, you know. It's like I don't know how to hold. I don't know how to conduct myself really at that point.
Hmm. So did you guys do anything other than shovel your wife into the car?
Nothing I can talk about on here.
Okay. All right. I went to a thing. I went to like a weird noise show and
Oh
all my
yeah, the Kung Fu show.
yeah, and all my fans have been curious about like what kind of shit I do off of my stream, and I don't think they're gonna ask that again because I took them with me. I did a TikTok stream
Oh,
from
you
the
did like a
Kung Fu.
live stream at
Oh
the
yeah.
concert.
Yeah, a lot of interesting comments of like, I'm like, how's the sound? They're like, we don't know if this is what this is supposed to sound like. I'm like,
That's actually a really good interpretation of like of noise. Like
yes.
because people are like, I don't know if what I'm hearing is supposed to be what I'm hearing in the quality and
Hmm.
or in the sound in general, because that's noise for
Yeah.
you. It's abstract. It's not concrete. It's very alternative. It's very uh
Avant-garde.
avant-garde. Yes, it
Yeah.
is challenging.
It challenging is a word. Yes.
Yes, I think
And
that's a very well described
the fir-
method.
the first lady, she was actually very abstract and I God, I wish I remembered her freaking name. It sounds I will put it in the YouTube description when I post this. Um she was like very somebody in my chat was like she kind of reminds me of Portishead, and I was like okay, actually yeah, she did, and she did like a really good voice on her and everything. I will have to look her up, but she did a good job. She made the power go out 3 times and they had to come in and fix it, but other than that she did a really good job. And then my buddies from Mortar Mouth, Knocker and Cody, they're I mean by himself, Vitriol Gauge Knocker, he's pretty fucking aggressive, but the both of them together, like that was intense. And some of the comments were, I had 3 viewers say that they cleaned their whole kitchen. Just listening to that, they're like, I don't know why, but this is making me want to clean my kitchen. So they got Mortar Mouth to thank for that. Somebody was like, this is what my Dremel sounds like when I'm sawing rocks. And I thought that was very specific. So
That is
that
very specific.
yeah, a lot of good things going on there. So we had a good time, and it was just an interesting night in general, having people with me. They age restricted my stream after like 2 seconds though, because we were outside, and friggin' my husband just had to have a cigarette. And if TikTok catches you smoking on the stream, then it's like boom, age restricted. I mean, it doesn't affect your future streaming, but that stream it then
That
shows it to less people.
one,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
So
you got dinged for that one.
still got good numbers, and it was a good time. And we were out till like 2 in the
Access to
morning.
concrete and Mortarmouth and Defiled are actually doing a thing at the Regal Beagle on the 30th.
Again.
Yeah,
Regal
yeah.
Beagle's one of the only venues that'll let my kid in, because that's
Well,
when she that's when she went last time, was freaking
Regal Beagle.
yeah. She saw
To
Access to
see
Concrete,
access to concrete. Okay.
and Vitriol Gauge opened for them actually, because it's Jeff and more people now. Yeah. There you go. I thought you were holding up something else for a second there.
Oh, I've got more than just that.
And so yeah, that was her first concert. Her first real concert was Health, but not that that wasn't a
And
real concert. But if you've been to the Real Beagle, it's a bar. It's like a bar. But
Yeah.
it was a really
and
good
you know
show.
what? I love Access to Concrete. I love the Defiled group. I mean, Lindsay and Casey are the shit. I think Knocker probably still hates me though.
Maybe. I mean, that's just a baseline thing, you know, in general. It's more like who he hates the least. So I think you're probably good, honestly. I can ask him though. I'm probably gonna see him
Him and
this
I
weekend.
haven't communicated in
In like
probably
a long time, right?
at least a decade.
Yeah, so there you go. There you go. It's probably nothing personal. Speaking of
Yeah.
access to concrete, I don't know if this was going to be anybody else's news, but I'm just going to jump right to it. They're also opening for Suicide Commando, and they're coming
Yeah.
back to Necto, and I want to.
Yep.
I saw them
October 13th.
the first time they came to North America. I was at that show in fucking what 2014, and that shit blew my tits right off, bro. So like, I want to. I grew them back. It's fine. I want to go to that again.
We noticed.
Yeah. But yeah, good job for access to concrete because they're climbing up.
Yeah,
They're rising.
opening for Suicide Commando. They also, they
That's a
previously
big
had
deal.
that other show with SOTD.
Yep. I missed
That
that
Aren't
was
they
one.
opening for Stoneburner again too?
Yep,
Maybe.
I think that's going to be at Sanctuary.
Stoneburner's pretty sweet. I might catch that
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, they're
I'm a big Stoneburner fan.
they're picking up, man. They're picking up. They're gaining momentum for sure. And the amino acids are supposed to be playing on Saturday at the after the Hamtramck Labor Day Festival thing.
That's
Love
this
love those
weekend.
guys.
I don't
Those
I don't work now.
creepy faced men that play the theremin and psychedelic surf music.
I need to go to something now because I don't work anymore, you guys. I'm free. Like I just don't work. I just decided I don't want to do that anymore. And
You fucking pull going all office space on us or something?
pretty much, yeah,
I just
yeah,
don't want to do
exactly.
that anymore. What about bills?
I
And
don't handle
yeah,
that
I'm
anymore.
not even, I'm just not going to pay
No, we pay him.
them.
So Husbando has been doing fucking wildly excellent with his job, and now I'm not gonna say we're rich because that sounds arrogant, but like we don't have to worry about shit.
We're East Side
So
rich.
yeah, we're East
Yeah,
Side
we're East Side
rich.
rich. Hell
We're in like
yeah.
we're in like one of the nicer cities over in Macomb County, and that's like the lower end of
Yeah.
Oakland County, you know. So we can afford it now, and we saved our house and saved the day. I still don't have fucking hot water. I've been taking finished showers like a motherfucker because we're
Hey,
waiting on the insurance claim thing to go through still. They were like, well, you could probably start the repair process, but well, I'm like, fucking, I'll just wait. They said this week. This week is when we should get that settlement. So hopefully I'll have hot water by next time. And I
we're
started
rooting for
jogging
you.
again
How
too.
long have you
So
been without hot water now?
end of July. End
Since
of
the end of
July.
July, you've had no hot water.
And if you're wondering how my house isn't filthy, it is. I'm a pig. No, it's because I've got an electric kettle. You laugh because both of you've been to my home, my other house. It's not like that house. It's not like that house, I swear. It's like a
Not like
nice.
the Warren Trap House.
No trap house here.
No
But
trap
I
house.
I have an electric kettle, so I basically heat up water and I that's how I get my hot water to fucking clean my house. So but I have more time on my hand as like a stay-at-home student. I don't like saying stay-at-home mom. I don't know why, but yeah. So he's like, just fucking stop going to your job because it's bullshit now. Nobody tips anymore. Like it just takes up the whole weekend. And he's gone like all week, all the time working. And I'm like, yeah, I want to just have us do shit on the weekends and whatever. So
Wait, which job was this? Was this the driving job, the parking job thing?
valet.
Yeah, the
I thought you
valet
loved
thing.
that job.
I do. I like the running aspect, but just having to do it on the fucking weekends, having it take up like the whole weekend. Dude, their accounts are starting to get so low. Like the one I was supposed to work this weekend originally, they're only paying like $10 an hour. I'm like, why am I doing this for fucking 10 an hour?
Dude, you could make more fucking door dashing and or
hmm
shit like that.
I
And
sell on eBay for more. I make more fucking streaming. I'm like, why am I doing this?
yeah.
So that's why I'm like, yeah, I got weekends free again, you guys, and I got like cash to
So you're
spend.
coming to Asylum.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know about that because
You
I'd have to go to
to-
Canada. What if they don't let me back?
They'll let you
The
back.
problem's not.
They'd be like, "Get
yeah,
the
the
fuck
problem's
out
not
of
coming
here."
back. Yeah,
They'll interact with me
You're-
for about 30 minutes and I'll get deported.
it's fine. You'll get through.
It'll be like, this rude bitch, send her back to America. And
Yeah,
I'll be like, all right.
The Canadians
all right.
aren't the problem.
the Canadian. I
It's-
mean, yeah,
it's me.
kind of.
I'm the problem. It's me. That's, so, but yep, I'm going to start going to stuff more now. So
Did you see that that actors and Softbane and Leathers and are playing at Smalls?
I saw Leathers. I didn't know about actors and all the rest of that.
Yeah,
Is that like all the same
Actors
show?
is
'Cause I wanna do
headlining that show in end of September.
If it's an
I'm
all
not
ages
gonna-
show, like I'm like,
How did I not catch that? You said actors and leathers are going to be at Smalls, and somehow that's not on my radar.
well, it is now.
Yeah.
Marci's looking at me like I'm an idiot because apparently
Yeah.
it's on her radar, just not mine.
Coming out hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marci, I'm fucking stupid too.
I think
so.
that weekend is Cold Wave, so I will not be in town for that.
I'm not gonna.
You know, I've never been to Cold Waves.
What?
Oh my gosh.
I've never been to Chicago.
I hate Chicago. Don't
Whoa,
go.
hold on. You've never been to Chicago.
You're not missing a goddamn thing.
I
It makes my throat dry just being there. And like every time I go there, for some reason, I feel like I want to throw up the whole fucking time I'm there and I can't explain it. It's like just there's
like
a ghost of Chicago, or it's because people fucking make me do too much of that goddamn Jeppson Malort. And
Malort is amazing.
Okay, go to Chicago.
I talked to
then.
a Chicago native and she didn't know what Malort was.
Because
How
they don't
crazy is
drink
that?
it. They just use it to do people from
she
Detroit.
didn't even heard of it. She had never heard of Malort.
Was she at like an AA meeting or something? Like
no.
try?
She was no. She doesn't drink anymore, but she had drank in the past. But she grew up and lived in Chicago. She went to Northwestern. She like lived in the city for most of her life. Like she's lived in Michigan for the past like 10 years. But like I was just like we were driving and I was talking about Chicago and then I brought up Malort and she's like, "What's Malort?" And I'm like, how do you not know what Malort is? You lived in like the city of Chicago for like a long time.
She has friends that don't hate her, so good for her.
In her defense, like I grew up Southwest Detroit. From 1979 to 2002, I was in the city.
Keep talking. Hold on 1 second. I gotta flip the chicken. Keep talking. Keep talking amongst yourselves.
So I grew up there, and even after moving out of the city, I've worked there ever since. So for 46 years, I've been associated with the city of Detroit. I've either lived there or worked there. I hear people talk about Detroit-style pizza, and I'm like, what the fuck are you on about, Detroit-style pizza? Pull that new age shit out your ass. I never heard anyone talk about Detroit-style pizza until like 5 years ago.
You just call it pizza, though.
I just call
what the
like
fuck is a Detroit-style
was just called pizza
I call
for
it
the longest
pizza.
Yeah, it was just called pizza for the longest time.
That was a little Caesar's joke. Nobody caught it.
Detroit-style pizza, right? Like
Pizza,
it was
pizza.
just pizza. Like, and then somehow,
I would get a fucking pizza.
Yeah, exactly. And then for some reason, eventually, like Detroit-style pizza became a thing nationally, right? But we like Malort was always existed as a liquor and a Chicago thing, right?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Unfortunately.
I like Malort.
You have your taste, we'll let you have it, okay? Like you can like Malort, just don't make me try to drink the shit, okay? Try to tell me
where it comes from is I started off hating it and I would buy a shot of Malort for somebody, but I would do one with them out of solidarity. That, and I thought it was kind of funny to as they're dying to be able to just stone face stare them down.
Just a look on my face, like
I have problems.
So what you're telling me is that you've been assaulted by Malort enough, you have formed sort of like a Stockholm syndrome sort of thing.
Yes, I have Malort Stockholm syndrome,
and now you have a relationship with Malort. That's disgusting.
Now it's like
Chicago
if I'm having
syndrome?
Malort, it means
Chicago
I'm getting
syndrome.
to torture one of my friends. And there's something I really enjoy about torturing one of my friends. I've even done it to my own mother. And like,
Your mother is really cool though.
I would have
Yeah.
fucking
Mom,
aborted
oh my,
you.
Mama Rave is kind of cool. Mama
I
Rave
could
oh,
is
have
she
cool.
had words for me over Malort. I ain't gonna lie.
I would have fucking aborted you. I don't even care what age you are.
That
Like,
moment,
yeah,
it
I would
would
have
have
been
been
like,
like
you're
a
not my son
it would have
anymore.
been a
Get the fuck out.
117th trimester
Yeah,
abortion.
yeah,
Yeah. You're
yeah.
like, oh, I lost my baby at 836 months. Like,
Oh, she had some spicy language for me over Malort.
oh,
But
I
you know
bet,
what?
man.
I did a shot with her and stared her down because if I'm gonna do it to somebody, I'm gonna do it
At
with them.
least you did it too, right? And you're not
Yeah.
just like, oh, have some of this. By the way, there is a there Eastern Palace called Has Malort, by the way. I don't know if
What?
you guys know
I didn't
this.
know that.
Nobody
Yeah,
knows
they
this.
actually do have it.
Why would you know this? You just saw it
Well,
there?
because I go there, they have advertisements in the bathroom,
Filthy.
definitely. But
Filthy.
they also you can see it in the bar, but also the bartenders talk about making Malort beverages too, stuff like that. Just
Mm,
saying, if you I mean, John, if you ever find yourself on this side of the border, you know,
not
and
evading the
you wanna
officials.
check out a tiki bar here in Hazel, Tucky.
Oh, yeah, that's in Hazel Park, isn't it?
Yep.
I haven't been in Hazel Park in probably 15 years.
That's
It's
good.
changed quite a lot in
It
15
has.
years,
It's
to be
not the
fair.
same. It's not a
Yeah,
big old trailer park anymore.
we're it's turning more into a little bit of Ferndale.
Hmm.
We got like bougie ass restaurants and shit and
Unlike South Warren,
You know
which
what? I
somehow has
places
might be
with
wrong.
gotten worse.
I actually have to look and see what city my mother lives in now.
we have coffee
Roseville.
roasters.
Roseville, yeah.
I sold her the
Roseville.
house.
If,
That's
Jess, you
just
knew where
like
my
a
mother lives and
layup
I
there.
didn't?
I sold them the house.
Did you?
Yeah,
Clearly,
clearly.
All
clearly,
right, well,
I can't remember
that's
what fucking
awesome.
street it's on, but I'm not gonna get that personal with it anyway, because you
no.
need people showing up at your mom's house.
You know, I think
But
I do remember her talking about you helped her with the house.
yeah, yeah, that was me.
We
Not
are
currently,
at
because
23 minutes running.
thank you for timing that. So
Just
speaking
letting
of
you know.
which, other than John's
Keep us
awesome
on.
mom, who I did run into at Five Below, like it was a while ago. No, it was like around Christmas time, and she was fucking awesome and shit. She's like, let me know when you want to ring things up. I was like, bet. Um,
No,
I
she's
would,
legit as fuck.
yes. I had the idea that we've been toying around. I've actually got a game idea for like the next two, unless you guys have something you want to do up tonight. Thought it would be interesting, and you, Raven, said that we should branch this to all media, and that's fine. I don't mind that. But my
Just to
idea,
make it a
since
little more interesting. Maybe we pick one of each. I don't know.
sure,
Like
sure,
TV show,
I could go on.
TV show, like movie, video game, whatever. You know, like one of the three. I don't know. Or yeah, one of each. I don't know. Or just like, off the top of your head, you just think of one that's really important to you. I
That's
don't
how I
know.
do it off the top of the noggers.
There you go.
Video games, you guys. So, I mean, speaking of industrial and video games, everybody who's a health fan jokes around of like they
Sounds
know
and Shadows beats everything.
there we go.
Oh, that's a cool shirt. I like
That's a
that.
pretty
I like
fucking
that.
sweet
I'm just
shirt.
wearing my my Satan shirt because they're playing at
Yep.
Sanctuary on Sunday, but
Everybody always remembers where they heard of Health first because of what video game soundtrack they heard them off of. For me, it would have been the Grand Theft Auto, the current one, which is fucking like 10 years
right.
old at this
What,
point in time.
5? Grand Theft Auto
Yes.
GTA 5? Yeah.
Yep, because they had a cover of the song High Pressure Dave on there on Radio Mirror Park, the hipster station. And before that, I knew them as kind of like just some noise band. Like I knew about them. I'd heard some of their stuff, but like I heard that I was like, damn, I was like, that's those health dudes. And then I started really getting into them. So there's a lot of crossover between not only just songs that were like industrial goth bands that ended up on video game soundtracks or video game movie soundtracks, looking at UKM FDM, but fucking games that would kind of be considered games that either you played when you were younger that helped form your creepy ass, or games that were very commonly played by people who were in our scene, good guys or bad guys. Looking at you, Doom. Uh, things like that. And we can bridge it into TV shows and I guess movies because I mean we're talking about Mortal Kombat, for instance, because that's what the KMFDM reference was. That's the soundtrack for the movie because they
yeah,
juke joint Jezebel.
Oh,
There was,
you know what? You
huh?
want to know another movie that
Lords of Acid would be all over that soundtrack,
You
or
wanna
Praga
know-
Khan would be, because half of that soundtrack was him as various
I think
side
so.
projects.
You're right.
Was it?
You're right. Yep.
Juke Joint Jezebel was also featured. I think that was the first time I ever heard them in the Bad Boys soundtrack.
Yes, it was.
It was
Yes,
just fucking
yeah.
wild to think about.
Just a
It was in a-
random. It was in the club scene. The club.
Yes, it was a
shootout
club scene in
Miami.
Bad Boys.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was
That's
a,
fucking
that was
wild.
A,
That's weird to think about.
yeah. I was just like, what is more random than playing an industrial song in a dance club in Miami? Like, come on.
You know who like kind of owned or Rareware fucking owned for a minute there in the mid 90s was fucking Fear Factory. Like if you played the first Donkey Kong Country game, the industrial level, because there's a whole industrial wasteland level. It's kind of
Yeah. With like
when I
toxic
was
barrels and shit.
yes, when I was streaming it this spring, everybody was like, "This is so Jess coded," and I was like, "Yeah, this is why I am the way I am." But Fear Factory
Just
did.
coded.
Yeah,
They actually
just
did like the
coded.
programming for like the levels. Like
The music.
yeah,
Almost all that music is fucking Fear Factory, and then
that
I
is
think that
so cool.
they were featured on I almost like KMFDM again, Killer Instinct, which is like one of my favorite
Oh
fucking
yeah,
games.
the fighting
which
game, yeah.
fucking all goth kids fucking played that, but like
Love that
but
game.
you
I
might
played
not have
that.
been goth.
Yeah.
There you go.
Wasn't my favorite fighting game, but it was a cool one because it was way darker than a lot of the other shit, other than like maybe Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat was the forbidden fruit. I wasn't allowed to play it until I was older.
Because it was one of the oldest ones.
Yes, and it was the most violent. Like I remember you actually needed a code on my kid's making like weird beeping noises. I think the air fryer went off. You needed a blood code on Sega Genesis because Sega Genesis kids were like poor and stuff, and they didn't want a Sega, but they had to have a Sega because Super Nintendo cost more money, and they thought that the game was too violent, so you actually had to.
I feel called out here.
Wait, were you guys both Sega kids?
Oh no, I had a Super Nintendo. No,
I was a
Sega kid.
I grew up poor as
John's
hell.
Sega kid.
But my mom is like wildly frugal, and since I was an only child, it was essentially a Cartman situation for me, as you probably, surprise, right?
Do you eat a lot of cheesy
To Mama's
foods?
credit, my mama made fuck all for money. She was a single mother raising two boys in Southwest Detroit.
Yeah.
And she did somehow scrounge enough money that for one Christmas, she did get me a Super Nintendo. Mama found a way to make it happen. I don't know how, but she found a way to make it happen. Because
Mama rave.
My
mom
she's legit as fuck.
Systems. It was like 300. My mom paid like $319.90. Like
Damn.
that's a lot of fucking money now.
That was a lot of money back then.
I will have streamers come in and try to, or people come to my stream and try to argue me that like PlayStation 5 is the most expensive of all time, and I'm like, no, it's not.
No, $300 back in like 1993 or 1995 or whatever.
She got it for me in like 1991, I think.
91.
Yes,
and
I
should have
think
been really new.
We did the inflation on it, and it was fucking like it's like $700 in our money now. Like it's fucking something stupid. Yeah, like I actually paused my stream. I was like, hold on, you guys, I gotta.
Like, is that you're like, am I reading this right? $700 for a? Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Some other shout outs on games. Unfortunately, I mentioned Doom earlier. All goth kids played that growing up, even the bad ones, because the pewers from. We're not gonna say which guys in the late 90s, but they were like huge fucking Doom fans, and that's what they kind of based a lot of their shit on. But even aside, and actually, yes, the fucking soundtrack is even in like Locrian mode, which is like the devil's triome or whatever the fuck. And so the music for Doom was fucking baller at the time, and it was one of the greatest games at that time, especially because, I mean, it seems cheesy now. Like, I tried to play it recently. It's cheesy as fuck. But back then, that was some mind-blowing ass shit. But are there any games that you guys were formed by Mr. GoldenEye 007 on the bottom there?
Oh, someone seems
Mr.
to be...
I don't game.
How did you know that about? Yeah, please, go on. I want to know.
I do this for a living now.
You do some research? Did you do some like?
I saw it on his fucking Facebook.
No, like I love 007, but honestly, there was one game
didn't.
that was more pivotal than any other in my life.
Mhm.
And it's probably the nerdiest game you could have ever possibly played. But for the moment in my life that I was at when I came upon it and the role it filled for me, it was very necessary. And that was, of all things, EverQuest.
Classic
See,
banger.
I like that too because people like look at me when I'm streaming. They're like, "I bet you love all the survival horror games." Like, bro, I have a heart murmur. I got like AFib and stuff. I love the idea of them. Like I've started to get more brave. But I play like farming sims and shit. Like I played. So my favorite game of all fucking time, forever, for the rest of my whole fucking life is Earthbound. Yeah, you knew you were gonna do that. Yep.
Yeah.
I even have a Mr. Saturn tattoo. And it's actually a dark, sad kind of game if you really actually play through the whole fucking thing. And because I replayed it recently and I'm like, this is just as fucking dark as when I was a kid. So
see, when I started playing EverQuest, at that time in my life, I had a drinking problem, I had a drug problem. I was a new father. I decided I wasn't going to spend time with some of the people I was running with anymore. I was trying to figure out how to be better. But that also meant I had no community, really. A lot of the people I had associated with in my life, there was still a handful of people, but most of them I let go of. And I'd let go of a lot of my vices to try and figure out, hey, how do I be this responsible adult? I want my kid to have a better life than I had. But I'm still a very hyper-social individual, and that gave me a way to be social and still interact with individuals, but not fall into the patterns running with some of the thugs and the gangbangers and the drug dealers that I had known. And then when me and my ex split up, and I was only having my daughter 50% of the time. The rest of the time, it was just me alone in an apartment, just this shitty little apartment with no furniture, no nothing. I just had my computer. And that actually helped me keep from relapsing into drugs and alcohol. And I developed some friendships throughout that with people who I'm still friends with to this day. I could pick up my phone and call them today and they'd answer and be there for me.
That's wild.
And that's 20 some odd years later. So was there anything that could have been a pivotal thing for me? Yes, EverQuest would have actually been it.
There you go. And that's not necessarily a goth game or anything, but like that's kind of the point I'm getting at here too, is the games that weren't necessarily dark as shit that kind of helped form you. What about you, Raven? We got about
when it comes to like, I was gonna say I was looking at the time too. When it comes to like really good games, you were getting so close to taking what I was going to say for like goth games, goth adjacent games. Quake.
Yes, I played
Quake
that
3.
on fucking dial-up. On my fucking computer, my Windows 98. I was on dial-up. I was DC all the fucking time. I feel like Quake was shaky so that Halo could run.
Man, so
good.
Trent Reznor actually did the soundtrack.
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
so there we go.
You can actually get vinyl, like the soundtrack for Quake on vinyl. It's sick. Like that's just how good. Like it's just such a and it was like one of like the first real like Quake and Doom like really set the first person shooter like standards
precedent.
They really did. When you want to go with RPG, some of my favorite ones were Final Fantasy 3, Zelda, Link's Awakening, and Chrono Trigger.
I knew you were gonna say Chrono Trigger. I'm still streaming that on Fridays, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. I'm like this close.
Such
to
a great game. Oh my god,
I've never beaten it, so this is my first.
Oh my god, it's such a great game. I
so
love
long.
The character interactions, the different like game endings that you can get depending on which characters you use. It's so cool. So much. And then if you want to go PlayStation, I really love the Final Fantasy 7. I true story got to the third disc, deleted my game accidentally, and then quit the game altogether because I got so far, and then it was. But You
Bullshit.
know, there was a lot of good I played so many good games. Another game that I gotta say that was not really I liked it because it was kind of spooky, kind of goth. There was a game, it was a puzzle game called Seventh Guest for
Yes.
PC. Oh, you know it.
I was
Oh,
gonna.
hell
So my
yeah.
cousin Kristen, she's deceased, and actually my cousin Eric's favorite games were Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy VII. He's also deceased, so this is weird. But she loves Seventh Guest and it was fucking impossible. It was so hard. It was like Myst,
The
bro.
the puzzles were so much fun, and it was all spooky and
Yep.
weird and
It was in like a
creepy.
big mansion, kind
And
of
it
like
was this big mansion, and there was all these weird rooms that you went in, you found secret passageway. So
yes.
cool. So cool. And it was creepy.
Phantasmagoria. Do you remember Phantasmagoria?
Phantasmagoria. Yes, I
Yep.
do. I do know that one. That's another good. I'm a big PC gamer, so like I know old stuff, I know new stuff. I'm really big into it.
And
But
lastly, I just did a playthrough of D. And I don't know if you guys remember D. It's the one fucking where I clipped it of me being like Laura the whole fucking time because the voice acting was
oh yeah,
so
yeah, yeah,
cheesy.
yeah. I
So
saw that
fucking
clip.
cheesy. Like the dad would pop up like his ghost face and he'd be like Laura, like to his daughter, like so fucking often throughout the game. We just started making fun of it. But at the time it was really a fucking groundbreaking ass game. And I remember it was so scary when I was a kid, and now I'm like, it feels like when you go back through that haunted house from when you were a child and you're like, this is kind of bullshit. But I mean, like the nostalgia of it and the cheese of it, it was great. People enjoyed it, and it's still fucking creepy. It was very controversial in America. They pulled it off the shelves in like less than a month, couple months or something like that. It was original release on PlayStation. So yeah,
It's not Night Trap though. I think
Night
that's what the
Trap.
game is.
I
I
think
think that's
so.
what the game was. You know, I think it was for like Sega CD. They it was like dealing with like murdering people or something like
Hmm.
that or something. Yeah, it was like really really
Hmm.
dark. Like that goes to another level.
Before the 2000s where they had all sorts of fucking games like The Suffering, and then what was the one that was so controversial that was by the Manhunt. I remember when Manhunt came out. That was a huge fucking deal.
Postal.
Oh
Postal was
yeah.
another one,
Yeah,
which they actually
yeah.
made a sequel.
That's wild. That's
Yeah.
wild. I don't know how it was allowed, but I guess that's the
Hey
First
man, it
Amendment
was a
right
different
there.
time.
Different time,
Different
different
times.
times.
Yeah, yeah. We're moving, we're growing, we're getting better.
Yeah. Anyway, you
Yeah.
guys, since we got about 2 minutes left, is there any last minute ones you want to throw in, or are you good?
Oh, TV show? Can I maybe I could
Sure,
throw in a quick TV show or
do
something
it.
like that. Some media.
What do we got?
What was like a good spook I really like the American Horror Stories series. Like the first couple of seasons were like really really good. They still
Yeah.
have like a bunch of great actors and whatnot in the American Horror Stories. I wish I could pick something earlier
Courage
that
the
I
Cowardly Dog. Everybody,
yes.
I'm sorry,
Oh
nobody said
man.
Invader Zim, but that seems so
It's
obvious.
so yeah, that's so
Yeah. I'm speaking of which,
No,
I've had this wallet for the past 20 years. Like you can still see on the inside.
if there was a
The
TV show that helped play into the weirdness that is me, that'd be Tales from the Crypt.
Oh,
Oh,
perfect.
I knew you
That's
were here
perfect.
for a
Yes.
reason. The
That
old
is
references
perfect.
like that. That scared the fuck out of me when I was a
I
child.
loved Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah,
Fuck, I
because
Tales
you
loved
from
were
the
Tales
older
from the
Crypt
than
is
me.
Crypt.
I
so
watched it
good.
when I was like
That's fair.
6, and that's not okay. So, um,
It ran for a long time. I was in
it did.
elementary school when
Yeah,
I
yeah,
started
yeah.
watching it.
That is true. That is true. Man, the 90s had X-Files. All of us watched it that's a predecessor to being goth people. In any case, I think we're
The
under
truth is out there.
when the truth is out there, and I'm gonna find it. Anyways, this was a great episode of It's Not a Phase. I'm gonna try to be less broke. Now that I'm like less broke, I'm gonna try to get the fucking Zoom thing, so that it's like we're able to go more than 45 minutes.
Word.
Yeah. But I'm still just Jess. We got Raven McBlackfall, Mr. Raven Blackfall,
Mr.
and then DJ
Raven
Rave.
McBlack.
I love putting the McBlackfall in there. I'm sorry.